here also. Hi, guys. Introduce yourselves, please.
I'm Daniel Lawless, and owner of Luke's Plumbing and Air Conditioning, and that's Luke, my son.
Hey, Luke. How you doing? Good. Good to hear from you guys. Thank y'all for having me here today. We're live with Luke's Plumbing and Air Conditioning, friends. Here, this is Houston's trusted team for plumbing and HVAC done right. And I'm saying done right. I get so many horror stories from you guys contracting people from Facebook and all this craziness. And we're here with the real deal. Daniel's going to open up about his personal journey, the family legacy behind this company, and how Luke's has grown into one of the most respected home service names in Houston. Tune in as we walk through the story, the mission, and the people who keep Houston homes running smoothly. So tell us a little bit, Daniel, for people meeting you for the first time, can you share a little bit about your background and how you got started in plumbing and HVAC?
How far back you want me to go?
We can go back. Way back.
Okay. Personal background, grew up in Houston, North Side area.
All right.
Went to Aldine High School.
All right.
Got into plumbing through a program with plumbing, mechanical, and cooling contractors. And did night classes doing plumbing. At first, I wanted to get an HVAC because I told my dad, I was like, I ain't going to be a plumber, you know.
Uh-huh.
And the first day I worked for a company called Pickett Plumbing, I came home and said, Dad, I'm never going to have anything. I'm gonna be a dirty plumber and all that. And so I stuck with it. I kept sticking with it and actually really enjoyed doing it. And worked for this company, Luke's Plumbing and Air Conditioning. I worked here. It was my best friend's dad's company called Budget Home Services. And when I took over the company a year and a half ago, we rebranded it to Luke's and named it after my son, and we get to work together. And my friend Casey worked his whole career with his dad Shannon in Budget, so it's kind of like carrying the family legacy on a little bit. But then I ended up left Houston in 2008 and ended up starting a business in Austin called Daniel's Plumbing and Air Conditioning.
Okay.
And about 4 years ago, I was approached by a group that wanted to buy it from me and take it over, and they did. And I was like, wow, I'm gonna retire, and got really bored really fast. Always heard if you retire, you expire, and that's really true. That's probably my worst fear now, is to ever have to retire. And so we're come to Houston, moved back to Houston. Very happy to be home and getting to work with my son.
That's so awesome because your roots are here in Houston. Like we've been talking.
Yeah.
Friends, let me tell y'all something. Daniel is for real, North Side, for real. Like off the, like, we were talking, I was like, he went to Aldine High School. He drove a Buick LeSabre. Like, he's from the hood, like, for real, friends. And I'm like, you know,
hey,
like,
don't forget the 13-inch McLeans that were on the Buick LeSabre and Ford 520s.
Yes. Oh my goodness, that's funny.
You're
look at Luke. Look at Luke's laughing.
Luke's getting embarrassed because Luke grew up in Austin.
Yeah.
And so he said, he's like, he said it's like a dream. He'll be going down 610. He's like, see the Transco Tower. He's like, man, am I dreaming? What's going on here? Because he didn't grow up here.
Yeah. Look, somebody's already asking what year. See, look, I told you this was going to be a high school reunion up in the comments. Somebody said, what year did you graduate from Aldine?
97.
97. He's the same class as me. I went to MacArthur, so we're both Aldine Independent School District alumni. So he graduated from Aldine High School in 1997, class of 97.
And my sister-in-law went to MacArthur with you.
Really? Yeah. Connie, right? That's
Connie Hernandez.
Connie Hernandez. Hey, girl.
We're at Thanksgiving, and she goes, I know her. I went to high school with her.
That's awesome. So, yeah. That's amazing. So, like, it's just natural that you came back to Houston and you know, just be here.
I used to tell my dad, because he always like, you need to come home, you need to be home. I said, Dad, you couldn't pay me $1 million a year to move back to Houston. And well, I did, but you know, you get older and your values change, you know, and especially when your dad's telling you to do something, I'm gonna put my heels in. I'm gonna do the opposite.
That's right.
Even at 46 years old. But no, I've never been. I'm so excited to be back.
That's amazing. We're excited to have you here.
Austin's fun. I love Austin, but it's, you know, Houston's home. Always be home.
That's right. What motivated you early on to build a career in the industry, and what have you learned along the way?
You know, the first thing was just learning plumbing, like starting off as an apprentice. Then when I worked here at which was Budget Home Services in the late 90s as an apprentice, and I would do HVAC installs and enjoyed HVAC as well, but really went plumbing, stuck with plumbing. And then my counselor in junior high and high school, Miss Jones, if anybody remembers Miss Jones from those years at Aldine, she's like, you got to do something. You're about to be grown. You got to figure out what you're going to do. And I said, I'm going to be an entrepreneur. I'm going to be like Mattress Mac. You know?
Oh, yeah.
And my dad was in the antique business, which ironically their company was Gallery Auctions, which is off of Luthi Road now. It was off of West Road in Sweetwater. And so I just was like, well, I'm going to do something. I'm going to own a business. My whole family's all entrepreneurs. I didn't know what kind of business I was going to own. And she told me, well, I did an aptitude test. Said you should be an elevator mechanic. I said, I ain't working on elevators. If I can make money, I'll do it. But I always wanted to build something.
Yeah. And
so in 2004, I'd quit. Worked at a great company. I've worked at some really good companies in Houston. John Moore, learned a lot from them. Then worked at ARS for a long time. Then got my master's license and went out on my own. And didn't know anything about business. Just knew about plumbing. And so over the years, you know, you make mistakes, and you try to go to college a little bit to learn business or learn different things. But I realized pretty quick I hated writing papers. And the other is, I just bought books and started reading books and educating myself. Then finding places where it was applicable to business and just growing and learning. And before you know it, in Austin, I look up, I'm like, got 50 employees. I'm like, wow, we're like a pretty big player. Here in Austin now.
That's cool. That's amazing.
If people were approaching me and wanting the business, and I think my time was about up in Austin anyways. Kids were graduating high school. I wanted to, leave anyways. But yeah, you just persevering. I've always been afraid to fail more than I've been excited about winning. And I've talked to like Hector at Brand Nation. I talked to my friend that owns Nick's Plumbing and Air Conditioning, Richard, and they're both entrepreneurs. I was telling them the same thing. I was like, man, what motivated me in those years was I did not want to fail. That meant more to me than being successful. And they're like, yeah, well, they struggle with the same thing. You just don't want to fail at what you're doing.
Yeah, that's a good motivator right there. I mean,
I didn't want everybody in the hood, North side to say, oh, we're right. We knew you weren't going to make it. So, but I just stuck with it and just keep learning and learning. I'm still learning, any chance I can learn off of somebody and any good books I could read and just sticking with it and staying consistent with it. Absolutely. And it's been fun. It's been good. Made a lot of good friends along the way. And like I said, I'm here with my son. I used to pick him up in kindergarten. He went, when we left Houston, he went to Oak Forest Elementary, which is right down the street. He did half a kindergarten there. So I used to pick him up in the plumbing van from school, and he'd go on plumbing jobs with me, and I'd get frustrated, and I'd say, you don't want to get an education, you don't want to be a plumber. So the day he graduates high school, and he comes to, guess that would have been 21. Graduated on Friday, Monday morning, he's on plumbing van. And he's been doing it ever since.
Yeah, he's part of he plays a critical role in the business now. Can you tell us more about that and what it means building something that he can carry forward?
No, I love it. I love the legacy part of it. Being able to pass that down, because I didn't know. I guess when I'm younger, you're just raising kids and plumbing and working. You don't realize you're just in the trenches every day and don't really have a chance to really think about your legacy or your generational legacy for your kids. And so I'm excited. I love it. I love to be able to work with my kids. And
I sense that when I walked in. I'll say, oh yeah, this is nice.
And everybody's like that I know, they're like, oh, how's your son's plumbing business doing? I'm like, it's doing great. I don't need and get to teach him the business side. He's very hungry. Like anytime I'm going over, looking at different spreadsheets or, maybe financials or anything or any systems and processes that we're putting into place, He's right there. He's hungry. He wants to learn everything.
That's good.
And he's actually a really good plumber.
Awesome. There you go. Yes. Y'all might run, if you ever need a plumber, call them, and you might even see, you might meet Luke himself. He's out there.
Or Tupelo. You might meet the dog. Where's he at?
Where's Tupelo?
Oh, he's right here at the door.
Look at the dogs. Like, they've got these beautiful labs. Look at hey, Tupelo.
Yeah.
What's up with the name?
So I'm an Elvis fan.
Okay.
But I don't want to like name my dog Elvis.
Yeah.
Everybody. So Elvis was born in Tupelo, Mississippi. So I'm named him Tupelo.
And he's in your commercials.
He's in the commercials. He's on the vans. He's everywhere.
Yeah. Oh, he goes on the service calls, friends. If you call today. Tupelo, look at him. He's such a.
So when we're slow, I'll tell them to put Tupelo in the front seat of one of the vans and drive around the neighborhood.
Yeah.
But you'll have to come out and see one of the.
He rides
vans.
shotgun. Yes, look at him. And who's this over here?
That's his brother, Coverson.
Okay, Coverson James, right? That's his middle name?
Yeah, Coverson James.
Coverson James. Look at him. He's so cute. Friends, y'all see these pups? Hey, puppy. Hey. And he came out in commercial too, right?
I think he got in some of the commercials yesterday that we filmed.
Okay. So tell us about your team. Like, I know the dogs, they make cameos in the commercials. What about your team? How many employees do you have?
I think there's 10 of us right at it right now.
Yeah.
Then, my son obviously is one of the plumbers. Joe, the redhead guy that walked in, when he graduated high school, his first job was working for me in Houston when I started my first business here. Then when I came back to Houston, he came back to work, wanted to be a part of it, which is super cool because Luke was just a toddler back then. He called Joe Fun. And so now him and Joe work together a lot.
Yeah, they right.
And so Luke gets to hear all the crazy stories about how wild I was in my 20s, about different things we've done on jobs and so it's pretty neat to see 20 something years later them getting to work together.
It is. And how Daniel, how does being a family-run business influence the way you serve customers and run your day-to-day operations here?
Oh, everything, because it's my name, it's my son's name. Tupelo doesn't want a bad reputation. No, everything, absolutely. Like first, I've been in the service industry, and I consider like, hey, we're in the service industry. We do plumbing and air conditioning, and we do it well. But service has to be like the forefront, the most important thing. There's nothing more frustrating than paying for something and or getting really bad service or somebody that doesn't really appreciate your business.
Yeah.
Like, our customers are doing us a favor by using us.
Yeah.
I'm not doing them a favor. We don't have that mentality. So try to pay attention to every little detail, no matter what the case may be. Like, we had a water heater issue right before Thanksgiving, and it was a manufacturer defect. And the lady's cooking is down in Missouri City. She is a long-time customer of Budget Home Services. And everybody's scrambling. How do we fix it? I said, I don't care. Go to Supply House, buy a different brand heater, go down there and just put it in and get her taken care of so she can make Thanksgiving.
Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, those are the things that, yes, those are so important.
And so our motto, like my motto, or probably more of a mission statement with the business is, we have all these systems, processes, things we do for our customers, but our number one objective, no matter what we do, is we want to keep that customer, earn that customer. Yeah. And everything else will just fall into place if that's our objective. And hey, I know everybody in Houston. I've been back, and I keep running into people that I know at restaurants that I haven't seen in years.
Wow.
Which is pretty
I'm
neat.
sure this video you're going to see, get a bunch of messages. Hey, I saw you on Grizzly's Hood News. Like, I'm sure it's going to be a good come on down, though.
No, it's great. It's pretty neat that everything's kind of even meeting up with Hector at Brand Nation.
Yeah.
Him growing up in the same neighborhood, knowing the same people, and just everything just keeps just falling back into place. When I left Houston 18 years ago, I lived half a mile from where I moved back to Houston. They always say most people end up living their lives within 5 miles of where they grew up, and I'm like, man, here we go. I try to leave Houston, go to Austin, and get away from that. And here I am. I'm back 5 miles within everything I grew up in, mainly, or just about. And so it's all, it's all coming together, and then being part of the community and knowing so many people, you have to live up to your reputation. You have to have a great reputation, otherwise you're gonna gonna go south really quick.
So people are asking how they can follow, and Luke's Plumbing and Air Conditioning. They're in the comment section, friends. They said call us for all your plumbing or HVAC needs. 713-728-6761. They are in the comments, so make sure to hit that follow button. Yeah. Oh, they said glad to partner with Hood News. We love Houston. I know y'all do, and we love you guys too. So, Luke's has decades of history behind it from what we've been talking. Daniel, when you look back, what were the key moments or turning points that helped shape the company into what it is today?
Where we're at, probably, I love the industry.
Yes.
I was telling you this off camera earlier, I've read a book, and the two things that stuck out is that sometimes the best investment you ever make is the one you don't make, and stick with what you know.
Yeah. Because you were opting for different things.
Yeah, I was looking at the garage door business. I put a lot of money into that. I was going to do that in Austin, and just nothing felt right. And this opportunity came up. Shannon, the old owner, he called me, and it was just perfect timing. And then I had this brand, this Luke's brand, that I put together. And I was like, because maybe Luke one day would want his own business. And so I was like, well, I'm gonna change the name. And I didn't really take it serious at first. We moved into this building. They had a beautiful, first class facility off Fairbanks, North Houston. He sold the building, so I moved us over here, rebranded. Then I guess when I changed the name, Luke was decided, hey, I'm gonna move to Houston and be a part of this thing. And once he wanted to come to Houston and be a part of it, I guess I was like, okay, we're gonna do this. We're gonna take this serious. And around that same time, Landman came out, and one of my favorite scenes is when Jerry Jones is talking to the main actor. He's in the hospital room. He had a heart attack. And Jerry Jones is telling him that he just loves the fact that he gets to work with his kids, and that's the main thing in his life. And it just kind of all just hit, and I was like, okay, I'm going to take this really serious and teach my son, and we're going to work together. We're going to build a great business together. And
I know it's going to prosper. I just know it, because it's just all the vibes are so good, and your heart's 100% into it. And you're doing it for your son. That's the legacy part that we were talking about. Yeah.
Then I have a 13-year-old as well, and he was up here, I guess, a few weeks ago, sitting right here doing some homework. And I had to go run an errand. I said, Aiden, if you don't have your homework done by the time I get back or whatever, I forgot what the consequence was. And Luke's standing in the corner, and Luke goes, yeah, you better do it or you're going to be a plumber. And Aiden goes, I want to be a plumber. So it's pretty neat seeing both my boys are doing plumbing.
Yeah.
And it's such a great industry. It's changed a lot since I got into it. And January of '97 was when I got into it, and it's changed a lot. It's not as hardcore. There's a lot of technology involved in it now. Back then, you were still doing cast iron and wiping lead, and it was thread and pipe. So, but it's been really good to me and good to my family, and I would do the exact same thing if I can go back in life. I would do plumbing and air conditioning. Yeah.
Somebody just asked, what areas of Houston do you service?
Everywhere. Especially if they call from you, we go everywhere.
Okay.
I mean, we're off 610 and TC Jester, but.
How far out do you guys go? Some of your calls, what's the furthest out that you guys go?
We just did a job in LaPorte.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you do travel, yeah.
Yeah.
Livingston, Conroe area.
We have one of the plumbers, that guy Joe, he lives in Cleveland.
Okay, there you go, Cleveland peeps.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a bunch of them. Yeah.
We got guys that live in Katy. Another guy lives in Baytown.
Okay.
So we're all over.
All over the place.
Okay. I live 5 minutes from here just because I want to be at the office every morning. Don't want to have to commute.
Oh. So from the Heights to Katy, even the Woodlands, what has helped Luke's earn trust? What has helped Luke's earn trust from so many different communities?
man, it's a quality level of service. You can just go on and see our reviews.
Awesome.
I mean, we have 5-star every time we get a review. It's 5-star.
Yeah.
I'm not even like bribing them or anything. They're just writing the reviews.
Oh, they're happy. They're happy
No,
with
just take care of your customer.
Take
Give them,
care of your customer.
we just give them options. Get to know our customer. Find out what their needs and wants are. Give them options and let them make a decision on what they want. And educate the customers. Clean up after ourselves. Follow up with the customers. Make sure the customer's happy. And if there is something that goes wrong, fix it immediately. I have a mentor that I've learned a lot from over the years, older guy, and I pick up a lot of his sayings. Don't run from a problem, just run to it. As soon as something comes up, handle it immediately.
Handle it. That's it.
Just get it handled. Don't procrastinate because there's always going to be something else. And nothing's more frustrating than paying somebody to do a service for you and it doesn't go right. And then you have to beg them to come back and fix it or deal with them because, we're all busy. We have work. You have to take time off of work to meet a plumber or HVAC tech or whoever, and it's you hire somebody because you're busy. Your time's valuable. You don't want to have to revisit that, take off work, meet them again, deal with that. It's just one more thing. People have kids, they have jobs, and just being mindful of that and doing everything we can to make sure that we don't make it a painful process for them.
We can't forget Tupelo, and he's right here. Yeah. Look at him, friends. Look, he heard his name. This is Tupelo. He's famous. Like, this dog, like, everybody recognizes him as part of the branding as well. What's the story behind him, and how did he become the official mascot of Luke's?
All right, so he's from Big Fork, Montana.
What? He's from Montana?
Yeah. And so he, his brother is too. And so he came down. Then he was raised in Austin or the Hill Country area, and I had to tell him when we moved here. I was like, "There's water moccasins in the bayous. It's not like the creeks in the Hill Country where you could see the water, the bottom of the water." So I came in. We were looking when I met Hector. I guess 5-6 months ago, we met, and I came in from Austin and brought Tupelo with me and met him at a restaurant right off West Dallas. And we're talking, we're going over ideas, and I turn around and just to check on Toops because I tied his leash to my foot, and he's in a fountain. There's a big old fountain in the restaurant. He's just laying in it.
What? Oh my gosh, he dipped in the water.
Yeah, and I got some great pictures. Oh. So a couple weeks later, Hector, he showed me his ideas, what he wanted to do with the business, and so I came in and met him, and Tupelo was the star.
Oh, he's such a sweetie.
He goes, as soon as I saw Tupelo in the fountain, it was like, Tupelo's the guy.
Oh.
And so I was so excited, we just ran with it.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, because I saw one of the videos, and he's amazing. He's a natural.
Well, yesterday we were doing some commercials, and he was upstairs, and they were doing all the filming downstairs with Luke, and they said, we're ready for Tupelo. Oh. So I'm downstairs, I'll holler for him. He comes running down. Man, he comes down the hallway to the front door, strutting with his chest out. He knew it was. I don't know if the dog just knows. He knew it was showtime.
We're gonna call him Tupelo Showtime. James, what's his middle name? James?
No, Lawless.
Lawless.
My last name.
Lawless. Yes.
That's Coverson James.
Yeah, Coverson.
And so we named our membership program the Tupelo VIP Club.
Oh, I love that. Hey, friends. So make sure if you want to be part of that VIP club to hit them up. Yes. So, for viewers who may not know, what type of services does your team specialize in, both for plumbing and HVAC?
Anything in the home.
Okay.
I mean, water leaks in the yard, pipe leaks in the attic, water heaters. We do tankless water heaters. We do water filtration.
Okay.
HVAC replacement, service, indoor air quality. We even clean AC ducts. We have insulation that we do as well. We blow insulation in attics, which my son, he loves blowing insulation. That's his favorite thing, right?
It's amazing.
he don't like it. But so we have sewer cameras. We can locate any line. I mean, it's just pretty much anything that involves indoor air quality, air conditioning, heating, plumbing in a home. We do it, and we do it very well.
What are some things that people need to be on the lookout? Because I love talking about like the different seasons, the changes. Is there anything right now, because we're hitting those cold weather times, those months, What should people be on the lookout with their plumbing?
I think right now, well, here's what happens in Texas. We were like, oh, it's mild, there's no freeze, then we'll look on the news and, hey, we're about to have a deep freeze, and everybody runs out Home Depot.
Yep.
And there's nothing left.
Yes.
The best thing, like on a plumbing side, is just making sure your hose bibs have insulator covers on them. And that's kind of, and make sure your pipe's wrapped outside for plumbing. And then just watching the temperature. You know, a lot of the breaks are going to happen in attics. And if you have one way to prevent that is just blow in 18 inches of insulation in your attic, and that'll take care of your pipes in the attic and keep your house cooler and warmer, more efficient. Those are the simplest things for plumbing, like HVAC. Same thing with doing a tune-up. What happens? It's 80 degrees in November. Then we get a cold front heater, like we turn on the heater today here for the first time, and there's a problem because it's been sitting up since last time I was on, probably March. And it's just doing preventative maintenance is really it. Have your heater looked at, make sure the heater's working, do a tune-up on it, then plumbing, just visually look at everything. Yeah. And that's one of the things we do with our memberships. We come out three times a year, one for plumbing, one for heating, one for the HVAC. And we look at all those things and make recommendations if there's anything that needs to be done, if they want to winterize the house.
Okay. So that's part of the membership, the Tupelo membership.
Yeah, the Tupelo VIP Club. And I was thinking about doing a competition where we'll do a raffle, and so Tupelo will go on a couple of the visits to do a heater tune-up.
There you go. For anybody watching right now, do you have any specials, promotion, or seasonal offers that people can take advantage of?
Yeah, we right now we're doing a $49 tune-up, or you can just buy a membership, which covers you for a whole year. I think those are $50 off right now, so it's $119 for a year, and that's 3 trips. We're doing a $1,000 buyback on HVAC complete systems as well. So if you're in the market of getting a system, hey, I'm going to need one soon. That's a good time to take advantage of it. Mainly with HVAC, because when you're in the summer months, we get so busy. So it's really good, in the off months to. If you're going to do an HVAC system, that's when I would. If you need one, you've been putting it off. This is the time of year to do it.
Yeah, this is the time, friends.
Most people are giving specials, not even us, but most people, or you can call anybody. But this is a good time to do it because people are slower and they're willing to. They have great offers, and the manufacturers are giving us, good offers that we can pass on as well.
Awesome. So for people watching right now, let me just make sure. Let me do a quick check. Hey friends, let me know if you guys can still hear me. It's your girl Grizzy. I am here at Luke's Plumbing and HVAC. So come on through, friends. Let me know if you guys can hear me. Have you been able to hear? And we are with Daniel talking about, just his legacy that he's leaving behind with his son Luke, who the company is named after, and just the venture that he's on right now here in Houston, coming back to Houston and just being part of our H-Town community. Somebody says, Lila, she says, nice. What is the phone number, or how do we contact you? I'm on the Houston Northeast side, I-10 off of Uvalde.
You could contact us on our main number, 51. I'm sorry. See, I still got thinking of Austin. 713-686-7000.
Okay.
Or info@calllukes.com. That's 3 L's.
All right. Calllukes.com.
Yeah, and somebody will respond immediately.
All right. And there's also another phone number here. Is that still good? The 713-360-0102?
Yes, absolutely.
Awesome.
Yes.
So it's pinned right there for you guys. And we're getting ready for the cold weather season. I've had where my ceiling explodes on top of I'm washing dishes, and all of a sudden my ceiling explodes and the water comes crashing down because of nasty pipes. So if you ever need any kind of help, we are going to come through those times right now. And it's time to just do preventative maintenance, as Daniel was explaining earlier. If they want to schedule service, reach out to Luke's Plumbing and Air Conditioning. You want to go ahead and give them that call. So is there anything that you want to just sign out? Anybody inspired by, everything that you shared, with about your son and you guys going into this business together? words of encouragement out there for anybody that says, hey, I want to, like, whatever it is that they want to do, and they're just, something's holding them back. What's your words of advice?
I'd say probably the thing holding them back is in their mind.
Yeah.
It's in your head. My grandmother told me that I can do anything and be anything I wanted to, and I actually believed her. And so sometimes there's things that we want to do, and you don't know where to even start. Sometimes you just put one foot in front of the other, and you don't know, and you learn as you go, and find all the resources you can. But just genuinely just believe in yourself. Like, if there's something you want to pursue and do it, you're not trapped. A lot of times we think we're trapped. Well, I'm trapped in this job. I'm trapped because I have kids. I'm trapped. It's not. You can do anything you want. And I genuinely believe that. And I've always believed it. And my life has completely exceeded any expectations I ever had. And so what I would say is just, it's all in your head. Just keep pushing.
Keep pushing.
Do it.
Yes,
just get out there and do it. You live. I mean, you don't want to. I don't like that word regret. I'm not going to live in regret. But there are things if I could go back, I would change. And one of them was ever doubting myself. And looking for validation from somebody else. Just wish I'd never doubted myself and never was looking for validation. And I would have just trusted my instincts and trusted my drive and trusted my vision and just went for it a lot sooner.
That's it.
Yeah. You want to see the van?
Yeah, let's go. Can we go look at the van? Y'all want to go look at the van, friends?
Yeah.
Oh, and somebody just asked, are you on call? Do you guys do on call, like, after hours?
Absolutely. We're open 24/7.
All right. Yes. And then somebody said
you'll get a real person if you call in the middle of the night, too.
All right. And they said, what are your warranties or guarantees?
The van's kind of
We have a standard 1-year repair warranty.
Okay.
So if we come out and just do a repair, it's standard 1 year. We do a manufacturer match, like on all our tank type water heaters. So if there's an 8-year warranty on a water heater from the manufacturer, we match that, labor, everything.
Okay.
So these are the old vans.
Okay, these are the OG vans.
Those are the only two that we haven't rewrapped.
Oh, look, friends. Oh, Tupelo. Look at that dog. Oh my God. So when y'all see these vans, you're going to know exactly who we're talking about here. Yes. Look at the dog, friends. That is so cool.
Yeah. So I was on 610, like going east, and they were going west. I was like, oh, that's a good looking van. I was like, that's ours. That's our van.
Yeah. And there's the number. There's the number right there. Call them if you need any help. These are real deal Hood News peeps, day one followers from the north side.
Yeah, we got a QR code right there.
QR code that, yes, friends. Go ahead, go on and QR code it, and that the job's gonna be done right. You're not gonna be messing with somebody that you don't even know. Somebody's uncle that doesn't guarantee the work, leaves a mess behind. They're professionals. They're not gonna, leave a huge mess in your kitchen and boots all nasty walking in. I've just got horror stories. I'm a plumber's daughter, so I get to hear crazy stories all the time about other guys doing work. But yeah, when you see these vans, you're gonna know these are Hood News peeps, Grizzlies Hood News certified, and this is so inspiring. I mean, how many of these do you have now? How many work vans y'all have?
We have 9 or 8, but one's in the shop. We have these 2 that need to be wrapped, and then another one in the shop that needs to be wrapped.
Awesome! Look at this.
So we've wrapped 5 of these already. This one over here is getting dropped off this week.
Okay, yeah. That is so cool. Congratulations, Daniel and Luke. Yeah, this is so cool. They're ready to go, friends, and take those service calls from you guys. And you guys need any kind of help, with this kind of work, definitely reach out to them. They do HVAC, plumbing, air conditioning. Yeah. All right, friend. Thank you so much, guys. It's been so amazing talking to y'all. And, everybody's excited for you guys, and we're rooting for you. And if they need you, now they know they'll be calling Luke's.
All right, perfect.
Thank you so much. Y'all have a good one, and thanks. All right, stay tuned. Hood News peeps. More Hood News on the way. Get ready. I got a crazy video for y'all. I haven't posted it. I'll be with you guys shortly.